thing you ask yourself, is this an x squared or a y squared problem? X squared, because we see an x squared in it. So now find the paper that says x squared, and this is what we're going to refer to the entire time. So have this part out, okay? So you're going to be referring back to that. So we're going to start by writing down this equation. X squared equals 4py. X squared equals 4py. Now remember, with x squared problems, it opens up or it opens down. It opens up or it opens down, okay? So I need to take this equation and I need to rewrite it so that x squared is by itself. It's isolated. So I'm going to come off to the side, and to get x squared by itself, I need to get rid of the 1/8 by multiplying by the reciprocal, which is 8/1. X squared equals 8y. You're welcome to put a 1 on the bottom if you want. Then I write x squared equals 8y over here. Okay, since I have x squared equals and x squared equals another quantity, I can use substitution to set these two equal. 4py equals 8y. I'm solving for p. Divide by 4y to isolate the p. And p equals, we cancel the y's, p equals 2. This will help answer two of the questions up above for me immediately. So I get to write p equals 2. And because p is a positive number, and I know that x squared problems either open up or down. Because p is positive, this parabola opens up. All right, now go to focus and directrix, and I'm going to refer back to the paper. The equation for focus for finding the ordered pair is 0p. So focus is not 0p, but it is now 0, 2. So find 0, 2. Mark that point and put a capital F. That's the focus. That's like the food that the Pac-Man eats. The directrix uses the equation. I'm going to bring it over here. I find it on this piece of paper. It is y equals negative p. Y equals negative p. So y equals negative, and my p value is 2. So y equals negative 2 is the equation for the directrix. I think that should have been, no, it's y equals negative 2. I think I graphed this wrong. Give me 1 second here. So this is 0, 2. I put that, I'm just making sure here. This is 0, 2. That is correct. And this is y equals negative 2. So I go down 1, 2. I've done everything right. I cut through the y-axis at negative 2. I now have the focus and the directrix on this graph. Okay, if you were asked to put your pen or your fingers on the focus and on the directrix, when I say go, you're going to push those pens or your fingers together till you hit a point. It would occur at the 0, 0. That is your vertex, 0, 0. It is halfway in between the focus and the directrix. We're just about done. Make a set of ordered pairs, or sorry, make a table of values here. Remember, for your line of symmetry, for x squared problems that are not translated, it is x equals 0. So I get to write x equals 0 here. And remember, x equals 0 means every point along that line has an x value of 0. It's right here. Cuts right through the parabola, making it symmetrical. So here's my original problem. Okay? I'm going to start with 0, 0, making sure that works. If I plug in 0, I square it, I still get 0. I take it times any fraction, I still get an answer of 0. Now I'm going to go with a multiple of 8. So let's start with positive 8. Plugging in an x value of 8. 8 squared is 64. 64 divided by 8 is 8. So graph 8, 8. I'm going to have a multiple of 8 in the negative direction. So I went 0 to positive 8. Now going the opposite way, 0 to negative 8. So the first multiple of 8 going in the negative direction. Negative 8 squared is 64. 64 divided by 8 again is positive 8, which I go over 8, or 2, 3, 4, and I go up 8, and I graph.